Hi, this is Mustafa. I'm going to keep this camera rolling for about 3 minutes more or less because that's Instagram's limit for posting a video. One reason I'm doing this is because I've been wanting to do social media in some capacity because it's something I've always really liked and I want to do it right. But I've always struggled with staying consistent because I have paid a lot of attention to quality and various other factors that just added more friction to the process. And so now what I'm trying to do is I'm just trying to switch on the camera and talk for 3 minutes for the rest of the year and do it on a daily basis as consistently as possible. So that's why I'm doing this. I think one thing that I'm changing this year that I've realized I've struggled with throughout my late teens and early 20s, which is that I thought you can do a lot of things at once. I really struggle with doing just one thing at a time. And I always thought that you can do a lot at a time. Why not? But it turns out you can't. Your mind needs some sense of focus. The less you have to accomplish in a certain day to fulfill the things that you want to achieve, the better you'll likely perform at it. And context switching seems like a fun thing to do, and it makes us feel a little bit, at least in my case, it made me feel like a little bit invincible, in terms of like, hey, I'm not bound by time almost. Like if I want to do 10 things, I can do it at once. And I always thought there was a lot of truth to it. I've always believed in being a generalist, and that I do. There's a difference between, but what I've realized is there's a difference between being a generalist, which is about honing many skills deeply, and focusing on a few things at a time in terms of what you want to accomplish. You can be a complete generalist and still narrow down your focus and give it this sort of, give your potential a framework to operate within. And that's what I'm going to try to do. I don't know still if I'm completely right. Maybe being a generalist is possible, and maybe I don't need to, and maybe it will be focusing on a few things will be at the cost of other things that maybe I could do equally well. Maybe I just lack discipline. That's a very real possibility. But the reason I'm trying this out is because for the last 8 years, I have tried this do it all in a time frame approach, and I think there's a chance that if I tried something alternatively, it would yield better results for me. And so that's why I'm trying this out. And I think a lot of us should do that, or at least try doing that, because I know so many of us think of ourselves as these multi-potentialized generalists who want to do it all, but we can't. And so here I am trying a different approach, and maybe you can too. See you tomorrow.